Hello everyone, welcome to this quick startup guide on how to calculate volume by yourself and with Python. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and leave a subscribe. And I just wanted to let you guys know it took a lot of effort to make this video, so be sure to check out my Patreon for the final files. And I've also left some of the formulas on my Patreon, so if you guys want to check it out, it will be greatly appreciated. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Right, to calculate volume, you need to know how to calculate it. So let's figure out how to calculate it. Right, obviously to calculate volume, you need to know the volume formula. The first formula of volume is LWH, referring to length, volume, and height. But the correct formula is length multiplied by width multiplied by height. So now you know the formula. Always before starting, we need to know our questions. So question equals to, we have a box, and that has a height of 10 centimeters and a width of 18 centimeters and a length of 25 centimeters. So this is our question. So always before starting, we need to know that what do we know? In our case, we know that it has a 10 centimeters height, it has an 18 centimeters width, and it has a 25 centimeters in length. So before telling in the answer, I want you guys to guess it out. Well, if you didn't guess it out, here is the answer. Basically, the answer is the formula, which is length multiplied by width multiplied by height. Didn't get it? I will explain. So what I'm trying to say is that we need to multiply the length. So the length is 25. And then we need to multiply that by the width. And the width in our case is 18. And then we want to multiply the height, which in our case is 10. And when we multiply this, we would have an answer. And obviously, if you guys calculated it right, then you should have an answer that is 4,500. And now this has been calculated by the experts, so this answer cannot be wrong. So now that you guys have a basic understanding of volume and how to calculate it, now I'm going to teach you guys how to calculate it in Python. Right, now that you guys know and have a basic understanding of volume, let's get into it. So, to calculate anything in Python, you need a text editor. In my case, I have Visual Studio Code, but I'm not going to be using Visual Studio Code because a lot of you don't have Visual Studio Code. So, I'm going to be using Python's idle built-in idle text editor. It is really, really famous, and it's the best text editor for Python according to Google. So, let's use this. Let's click on idle and launch it. So as soon as you launch it, you're going to be brought to the shell where you can write some simple functions like print hello, and you could run this block of code and it says hello. You could even assign variables to different stuff like this: a is equal to 2, then print a, then print equal to 2. That's not what we want to do because this is not idle for writing some code, so you can see we'll get errors. So that's not what we want to get. So let's hit new file, and we're going to be brought to untitled. So let's close up the shell and let's open up this untitled. Before we start adding in some code to this, we need to go to file, we need to save, and then I'm just going to locate my old scripts folder and write here volume py. So it's already a Python file, so let's just write volume and hit save. So now it will say volume.py file. So now we can write some Python codes. So to start making this formula, we want to first of all put in the question that we're going to be answering today. So let's write a new variable called q and write is equal to quotation. So our question for today is that we have a box, and this is the question that we did in the beginning, but I'm just showing you guys how you can solve it in Python. So let's write, we have a box that has a height of 10 centimeters, all right, and width of 18 centimeters, okay, and we have a length of 25 centimeters. So what is the total volume of this? So this is a really easy question, and to solve this in Python, it would be even easier. So now we have made a variable called q. So whenever you're solving something new, you could always change the q according to you. So in my case, I'm just going to write q. Now I'm going to make a formula. So let's write a little comment. So let's write a comment saying formula, and then just put double dot to end the sentence and go to the next. So the formula is the formula of the volume is really easy. So we're just gonna make a new variable called let's make a new variable called formula, and make it is equal to LWH. In fact, instead of making a variable called formula, let's make a variable called LWH, which means length, width, and height. And let's put an is equal to this. So this has become a variable, and let's make it the formula. So in our case, the formula would be the length multiplied by the width multiplied by the height. So in our case, the height is 10 centimeters, so we're going to put 10, and the width is 18, so we're going to put multiplication sign. So let's put this little star, and let's put 18, and if I multiply this again, and the next one is 25. So we've just multiplied the length, which is 10, the width, which is 18, the height, which is 25. So that's an entire variable now. So that's the formula, and according to your question, you can keep changing this. Like, imagine you have a 19, so you can make it 19 if you want to, but in my case, it's an 18. So now that we have this, we need to create a new variable called cm3, which we also refer to cubic centimeter. So basically, I didn't explain this in the beginning. A cubic centimeter is something that comes through the multiplication of a lot of the cm's. So what I mean is like cm centimeter multiplied by centimeter multiplied by centimeter. So let me just write here. Centimeter equals to cm3, also referred to cubic centimeter. So basically, when you multiply 3 centimeters together, you make a cubic centimeter, which is cm3. So let's write cm3 is equal to, cm3 will be added to our thing, which means, what I mean by that is it would be added to our final answer. So let's just make cm3 a new function called cm3. Easy as that. And now that's a function. Now, let's go ahead and print the following thing. So let's print the following answer. So let's write the new comment and name this ants, and let's put this here. So let's write print, and we want to print the LWH, and we want to print with it a thing called the variable cm3 as well. So what we're telling Python is that we want to print LWH, the variable, and we want to print cm3, the variable as well. And I also want to print a new thing called the volume equals to, and then I want to put double dot, quotation, and that's a new thing. So this is the final code. Not too big, just a little small code, but I really enjoyed it. So let's run this guy in the module. Make sure you save the file. So let's run this guy in the module. Source is saved. And if I'm not wrong, the volume equals to 4,500 cm3. Now the cm3 doesn't look great that way, not the cubic centimeter does. So all we have to do, print, and we want to put an and function, and we want to print the cm3 variable. So if I'm not wrong, I think this might work. It's just a test. It doesn't. Okay, that's bad. So all we could do is we could just hit LW plus LWH plus cm3, the variable, and we're telling it to print both of them together. So let's run this guy in the module, and we get an error. Okay, it's not going to work that way. So I have an idea to this as well. So all we could do is we could print LWH and then put a plus sign and then plus cm3 in here and then run this guy in the module. Maybe this might work. And no, it doesn't. So I'm actually not sure. If you guys can figure this out yourself in the comment, let me know, because I'm not sure how to do that. So let's just print this guy like this and run this guy in the module. So that's it for me, guys. I teach you guys how to calculate the volume inside of Python. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick and easy tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.